This week we are stepping into Christmas. November is over. No Nut November is over, so we are fully drained
shit, guys,
and ready.
I need 5 minutes. I have
Gotta catch up, right?
We are in the right headspace now, and we're talking Christmas. And what better way to start off the Christmas season than watching Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2? Before I watched it, I was thinking the first one would be such a great one. To also do. I hope it makes sense that we're doing the second one instead of the first one. Luckily for us, the first 40 fucking minutes of this movie is basically watching the first movie at 1.5 speed. Watching this movie and covering this movie is like covering two movies in one, because first 40 minutes is complete archival footage of the first one.
Yeah, I remember seeing the first movie, but I didn't remember anything about it. So the first part of this movie was great for me.
Basically, the first 40 minutes are awful, in my opinion. It's really hard to watch because it's just a clip show at that point.
Yeah.
But once it kind of goes into Ricky's story, it really ramps up for me. I started to really enjoy it. There's a lot of laughs to be had in this film. And I look forward to talking about some of them. I'm sure we're going to hit on, obviously, the more prominent ones. Yep. But there was a couple that I saw that were pretty good.
I love the first one, and mostly because there is one of the greatest montages in the history of cinema, smack dab in the middle of that one, with one of the most ridiculous sitcom-y songs of all time. Dan, it's The Warm Side of the Door. You remember that montage?
Yeah, it has no place in that movie.
Yeah.
It's so out of place.
I'm looking for the warm side of the door, where the fire's bright and it's burning every night. Everybody will be there, and they'll be smiling at me, and I won't need no more on the warm side of the door.
He's great, isn't he?
Cops are in full force trying to find a guy dressed as Santa Claus. They almost shoot a guy dressed as Santa Claus as he's trying to surprise his daughter. Just
sneaking through your daughter's window
with a ladder. Dressed as anything other than Santa Claus is infinitely more creepy than Santa Claus.
Yeah, I would say maybe Santa is the least creepy.
Yeah,
but it's still pretty high up on the creepy list.
Right. You just set up something where she could hear you rummaging around downstairs. And now Ricky's 15 and looking a lot like Ben Shapiro.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought he kind of looked like a young Matthew Broderick.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that. And it's just coming to me now that he said it.
It's pretty close.
Starting off with a cop showing up, and the cop pulls a gun on him and says, "I'm going to put some handcuffs on you. Don't try any funny stuff." And just as he gets close enough, Ricky grabs the gun from him and just shoots him in the forehead.
Not even quickly. He just kind of puts his hand up, grabs it, turns it, and shoots him.
You can see, too, if you go back
Very
and watch
deliberately.
it, I think the actor kind of was a little early on it too, because his hands go up early, and then he just kind of has his hands kind of up above his, like around his midsection, like for a beat before he actually eventually goes to grab it. So now Ricky's got a gun, and this is where he just can't stop laughing. So yeah, he just starts laughing, and he shoots a dude with a beer who just comes out of his house. Hey, what's going on out there? And then garbage day.
Garbage day is a very dangerous day.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
The line is so perfectly said. It's 10 times better than the Troll 2. They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god. It's so much better than that.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my God!
It is such a great moment, and in context, it's so much better. Because I've seen like the GIF a bunch of times. I've seen just that clip, garbage day.
Garbage day!
Just everything leading up to it and everything that happens after it is just a masterpiece of filmmaking.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know how many takes of that they made, but they definitely got the right one.
Yeah.
Since we're at this part with the reveal, Mother Superior, I never knew a stroke to do that to your face.
I know. I have that in my notes. So Mother Superior, between the first movie and this movie, has had a stroke. But the makeup they put on her looks like she got acid thrown in her face.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happens when you get a stroke.
It looks like she crossed with the Brundlefly. And then Ricky takes an axe to the front door and kicks it in. She barricades herself upstairs in one of the rooms. So he chases her around upstairs. She gets to the stairs and he's about to hit her with the axe, but she falls down the stairs, manages to get into the downstairs wheelchair that she has, and starts taunting him. Starts saying, I basically made you and you have to listen to me. I am your Mother Superior and you will put down that axe.
Doesn't work that well.
I am your Mother Superior. I raised you from a child. I order you to put that weapon down and take your punishment.
No more punishment.
You are being very, very naughty.
Naughty this!
So they see Mother Superior sitting at the table. They go to approach her, and the head falls off. And then Ricky pops up out of nowhere and says, "Boo!"
Right, the only time he says something completely different than naughty, he says "boo."
And then he gets shot by the cops through the window. The cops check on Sister Mary. She wakes up to see Mother Superior's head staring back at her. She screams, and Ricky's eyes pop open with a smile on his face. And then that's the end of the movie. We get a freeze frame of an axe coming towards the camera, and then that's Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. I didn't think it was going to be as great as it was, and it exceeded all my expectations.
I'm looking for the warm side of the door where the fire's bright and it's burning every night.